I want to thank the Yeshiva for introduction. I thank the Yeshiva also for 6 years accepting my position here in Yeshiva as office manager. Baruch Hashem. I've been very happy that I took the job, and it's been very inspiring, all of you boys, over the years. As Yeshiva said, Bez Hashem, after the speech, we'll have a special breakfast. I'll be making a siyum, the Nishmas my father. We're asking all the boys to please say the brachot out loud. Lila Nishma to my father, Chaim ben Meir. Also, Bez Hashem, at 4 o'clock snack, we'll also have brachot again. Yishma my father, a snack will be put out. Hopefully, we'll be back in time from the Beit HaKvarot for that. If not, somebody else will put it out for me. We'll start with just a commercial message. Anybody who wants a penny for their thoughts should do so soon, because who wants a penny for the thoughts, if you want a penny for your thoughts, you should do so soon, because King Trump II is going to be canceling the penny shortly, so you won't be able to use that anymore. Okay. The Korban Pesach. The Korban Pesach. Everyone between the age, from the age of being able to eat a kazait of meat, was obligated to have a kazait of the Korban Pesach on Seder night. Now, to go ahead and to go buy a lamb and eat it yourself, just to have a kazait piece of meat, would be quite a waste of money. Therefore, groups were made in which you invite other people to join you on your Korban Pesach to share, so it wouldn't go to waste. As long as you had enough for each person to have a kazayit, you were allowed to invite more people to join in your group. It was called a Chaburah. Everybody had a Chaburah, and until the actual shechita of the Korban Pesach by the Kohen in the Beis HaMikdash in Nazara, you're allowed to change what group you're in. I can take myself out of this group, I can go join a different group. But once the shechita was done, that's it. That's your group. You live with it. Now, another scenario is we have like this, where you have a group situation, which you are assigned to a group. Is we have in our dorm, we have many rooms in the dorm. People are grouped in each room. And they seem to be very popular changing rooms. Not like the Korban Pesach, which you're limited in time. People seem to enjoy bouncing from room to room. And it seems to be that Rabbi Amar has 2 jobs in yeshiva. We know his 2 jobs are dealing with applications and dealing with the dorm. Now, which job do you think is a job that he does ba'ofen kavua, on a constant basis, and one is only a temporary job? Well, it seems to be that the dorm seems to be the main job that he does. It seems to be that we have boys which are assigned a room, and they come to Rabbi Amar after a week. Rabbi Amar, maybe, I don't know, it's not working out so good. Maybe, Mama, let's try 13. And a week later, it comes back. Rabbi Amar, no, I don't know. How about 5? How about number 5, Rabbi Amar? I think that'll work out better for me. The guys over there, another week later, Rabbi Amar, how about 7? Maybe 7. And it's like there's no end to it. He goes to every single room in the dorm by the time he finishes the year. It's like, well, what seems to be the problem over here? And why is it so difficult for a person to get along with a few roommates for an entire year? And when I was in high school, we had a room. That was your room the whole year. I don't know. We didn't change. I don't know. It's just, that was your room the whole year. And we were able to actually, only our 9th grade class, we had to go ahead, we're given a room. But after that, at the end of the year, we always work out of groups. Hey guys, let's work out rooms for next year. And that was your room for the next year. For the next 3 years, each year, at the end of the year, worked out which room we're going to be in. And that's the way it was. That's the way it was. So it seems to be that the problem is how we define a relationship. How do we define a relationship? Perhaps our relationship, definition of relationship is incorrect, and that's why we have this issue. Many of you have personal relationships with G's. Right? I think many of you have that. And you have friends. Many of you are friends. And even also might have a girlfriend also. And you tell me that, well, I don't know, I get along with my friends very well. Yet, in a scenario when you're living with somebody in the same room, it seems to be very difficult. So it must be that your concept of relationship is erred. And you're confusing the difference between infatuation and love. As we'll explain. If I tell you that one day, Be'ez Hashem, you're going to head and get married, and you'll have, hopefully, a lasting relationship for many, many years. Amen. And build a wonderful Jewish home. Amen. And you'll tell me, well, I know I get along with my girlfriend, so I shouldn't have a problem getting married and living a wonderful life. Their answer is, it's not going to happen. Why? In 1988, a book was published titled Everything Men Know About Women. Have you ever heard of the book? The book sold, since then, 2 million copies worldwide. Wow. I highly recommend this book for everybody in this room to read. And I'm going to give you a quote from this book, okay? It's 120 pages. I'm going to give you a quote from this book, okay? Okay, everybody got it?
Yeah. What's the quote?
The quote is, it's 120 empty pages. That's what men know about women. 2 million copies were sold of this book. Women given out to their husbands. They should understand, this is how you understand women. The answer is, and that also is going to apply to a relationship in general, including roommates, business partners, family, and everything else. As I said before, there's something called infatuation, and there's something called love. If I ask you, what food do you really love? You might tell me pizza. Some of you love pizza, yeah? Yeah? Or something else, poppers. So now, you have this piece of pizza in front of you. Oh, I love pizza. And you dig your teeth into that pizza. Now, if I would love something, would I do that to it? I mean, like, dig your teeth into the pizza and just chomp down on it? That was good. The answer is that you have a miscomprehension in the concept of love. You don't mean love when you eat that pizza. You have an infatuation for that pizza. I'm infatuated. You have an attraction to something in front of you. Food, a friend, or something else. But that is not what love really means. Okay? Infatuation is, what do I get out of this item? What does this item do for me? It's all about me. I enjoy eating, I enjoy drinking, I enjoy playing with friends, have a good game, whatever. All the things that I enjoy are things that are for me, for my enjoyment. Relationships with friends usually is the same way. What do I get out of this friendship? Including girlfriends also. What am I getting out of this relationship? It's all about me. But the concept of love, at least the way the Torah concept of love, it's not about me, it's all about you. The word for love in Hebrew is Ahava. Now, what is the root word of Ahava? Does anybody know? The word is Hav. You might have heard of the word Hav. Hav means to give. Hav Lod. We say Bebekat Amazon, we have a Zimon. Hav means to give. Wow. Which means that the Torah concept of love means to give to somebody else, not to take. Infatuation is to take. It's for me. Ahava is to give. It's all about you. It's about giving to you. Which means to build a proper relationship is, what can I give to somebody else? What am I willing to forego to make this relationship work? Because if I only think about myself, then I'm never going to get along with anybody, because there's always somebody who ticks me off. But if I'm thinking about you, what am I willing to give to make this relationship work, then you'll get along with anybody. And Bez Hashem, you'll have a lasting marriage also. My Rosh Yeshiva, Morin of Rabbeinu Zatzal, would always say over in his shmuzim every year. He once had a couple, many, his home was open to the public, would come in certain hours. People would come from all over the world for advice. And he would say over a certain story that there was a couple who once came to him for advice. Their marriage wasn't going very well. Rabbi, my wife and I don't see eye to eye. And he answered, that's exactly the problem. Your eye doesn't see your wife's eye. And your wife's eye doesn't see your eye. Because each one is thinking about themselves, what am I getting out of this marriage? And that's why your marriage is suffering. So we see over here that giving is building. You want to build a relationship, you have to be willing to give. To think about others. Why was Yosef HaTzaddik, why was he taken out of the prison in Mitzrayim? We know that he was thrown into prison by Potiphar. And he was taken out for one purpose. What was the purpose why he was taken out? Paro had some dreams and he couldn't interpret them. And he heard that Yosef HaTzaddik knows how to interpret dreams. Now, how did he know that Yosef HaTzaddik knew how to interpret dreams? How did he know that? Because we had the Sar Ha'ofim and the Sar Mashke, the cupbearer and the baker who had dreams. And although the baker was hung, but the cupbearer remembered, oh yes, now I remember now. I was in prison and over there was a Jew who knows how to interpret dreams. So Pharaoh says, bring him now. Now, let's go back another step back. Why did Yosef interpret their dreams? How did he know they had dreams? How did Yosef know that they had dreams? Because one morning, one morning, Yosef gets up and he's singing his Mr. Rogers song. What a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Will you be my neighbor? And he sees these two people over in the prison. Wow. Why you guys look so depressed? Why are you guys so down? What happened today? Oh, I don't know. We had these dreams. So why did Yosef end up getting out of prison? Because he saw somebody else who looked depressed. And it bothered him. He didn't say, no, none of my business, it's no. He took the time to see somebody else's pain, or somebody else looks depressed, and it bothered him, and he wanted to give. And by his giving, eventually he was taken out, interpreted Pharaoh's dreams, and became Viceroy in Mitzrayim. A lot of people think that a relationship with their wives, giving means giving a credit card, take it, go ahead and spend what you need, make yourself happy. And but money is not buying the relationship. There's a mashal given, I don't know if it's a true story or not, about a little girl. She was an only child, very wealthy parents, they had a large house. She had a huge room, anything she wanted. She had anything, every single toy, her painted the way she wanted, her bed. She had zillions of toys, everything. She had everything, anything you possibly want. Mom is a princess, okay? And one day, her father walks into the room. She's just standing by the window, looks very depressed. So, sweetie, what's wrong? Why you look so sad? There's something you're missing in your room over here? Something I can give you? There's something... And he says, yes, Daddy, something you can give me. What is it? You can give me yourself.
Wow.
Sometimes we're so busy and thinking that a relationship is just by go buy yourself something and that's it. No, a bond, a really good relationship is willing to give yourself, not just give your time to somebody else. So we see over here that sharing is caring, and giving is living. And this is something that my father represented. He was born in Borough Park, had everything over there. I think they were the first family in the block in the early 1930s. They had an electric refrigerator, not just an ice box. They actually went to first wheel. They were Baruch Hashem, well off. They weren't rich, and everything in Borough Park. He was born and raised in Borough Park. And right in the heart, near the Beis Yaakov there, 13th and 14th. And he realized that Brooklyn doesn't need me here. I can use my smicha to go out and help other people. And he left, and before he wasn't married yet, he went ahead and he found a position, a small shul in Pennsylvania. Eventually, that didn't work out so well because the community was really already wanted to take down the mechitza. And then he went to another community in New Jersey, and ended up being drafted as an Air Force chaplain, where he spent 2.5 years in the Philippines, where he had spent day and night providing Jewish needs for the Jewish soldiers, who, we're not talking about religious soldiers, but they're entitled to kosher food, ceremonies, holidays, everything. It was his responsibility. When he came back, he took it one step further, and he went out west to Kansas City, which, although it had 1 million people in the city, there were maybe 20,000 people who consider themselves Jewish to some extent, maybe 100 religious, and to provide the needs of the community from birth until death. Organize a bris. And I saw through all the years, Baruch Hashem, that was able to know my father, that if it wasn't an opportunity to inspire, to give, he jumped in the opportunity. And Bez Hashem, we should have another a proper understanding relationship, and to take with you the important message that sharing isn't giving up of your own time for yourself, but it actually comes back to you. When you build a relationship and you give to others, it gives it back. And which is really a message we got from last week's Parashat Terumah, where it says, "V'yichali Terumah, take from me." Take from me. But you're supposed to give. You want to give to Terumah, give the money to build the Mishkan. What does it mean, take the money to build the Mishkan? So the first answer, because when you give, you get back. Thank you very much.